Hello and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Thank you very much for joining me in this video, and today we are hopefully going to get ourselves into a stable orbit. So that is our task for today. Our task is not an easy one, but I have done a lot of thinking, a lot of designing, and as you can see from the last video, there's been some slight changes to the way this aircraft or this spacecraft is. First of all, I have winglets everywhere. You may ask, why do you have winglets everywhere? Well, the thing is, even when we get to this point, we are going to be in air. We're going to be in an atmosphere, and it's going to be still a significant atmosphere. Therefore, these are going to allow us to maintain the weird center of mass that we're going to have and just keep control of the spacecraft. That's the theory. Whether this theory works, I'm not all too sure. I'll be honest. I'm really not sure whether it's going to work or not. The only other things that I might be slightly concerned about is this part up here. I'm not. This part is something that I am worried about. I think we're going to have to make sure that we plan this descent perfectly. Once we get up into orbit, I think we're going to have to ensure that we descend fairly well. However, because of this, I am going to increase the altitude of these to 1,500, just in case we don't get this right, and I am going to increase the altitude of that to 3,000. So that's going to allow us to slow down faster and higher up, in case we end up in some hilly terrain, which is something I'm not entirely confident about. What else do we require? I've got rid of the landing legs because I don't think we really need them, at least not at this point in time. So let's have a look at the stages before we go up and see if we can reach orbit. And I'm pretty sure we can reach orbit with this, but we will have to see if we can or cannot. So these three are going to fire first. Once they run out, that's going to split off, and those parachutes are going to see if we can bring that down without problem. More than likely we're going to lose them. Subsequently from that, we can ignite 1, 2, 3, 4. All four of these, I've dropped the thrust limit on them. The reason I've done that is because once these have run out, we are not going to be through the lower levels of the atmosphere, so we're not going to be going up towards the troposphere or anything like that just yet. So we're going to have to still contend with the whole concept of air resistance. We're going to have a lot of air resistance. We're going to try and keep below the speed of sound. I think that's what we're going to have to try and do. And the reason I need to reduce those, the reason I need to reduce all this stuff is because those ones, once we ignite them, we know that we can't control them. They're just going to go. And if they're just going to go, that's going to be a problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to be in the troposphere to start with, and then I think we'll still be in the troposphere once we get to this, we're probably going to be taking that into the stratosphere. So once we get into the stratosphere, that's going to be where we start accelerating further. So this should, in theory, keep us just below the speed of sound and then accelerate up as we pass through. And then at that point, I suppose our orbit is going to be more than likely in the mesosphere, right? I'm not sure because of the size of the actual planet, of the planet Kerbin. I'm not sure what the orbit might be in. Might be in the mesosphere, might be in the one above, the thermosphere. So that's that. So once that's happened, that's then going to split. That's going to ignite that. Now, I feel like what we really should do is we should bring this in there and this in there, and we'll ignite them all together. That seems right to me. Now this one in here, I've made sure that the thrust limiter is 50%, so these will run out before that one does. At that point we should be way above 40,000 meters. Once we do that, that is going to take us right, in fact we should be coming up 60,000 meters at that point. Then that will split off, that will then split off. Once that runs out, that will activate, and then we go up. We sort out our stuff. We're going to come back down this way. What I am going to do is... No, we're probably going to lose this, so that's fine. We're going to save that. Let's have a look at if we can write something up and get ourselves to space. Enter ship description. Tri-Space 2 is nothing like Tri-Space 1. In fact, I have no idea why it is named Tri-Space at all. Solid fuel boosters present health and safety risk. Try not to crash the capsule. Do not forget to stage no, do not forget to decouple. That would work better. Decouple the science bay prior to landing. There we go. That looks alright. Should we see how this runs? Let's see how this runs. Let's leave that. And we'll go to the launch pad. Jebediah in the seat. Should we put Valentina in? I'm not sure. We could put Valentina in. Why is this one still around? I'm not too sure. What does that mean? Edit vessel, delete vessel. Ooh, we could just delete this vessel. Delete. There we go. Perfect. Look at the difference between Tri-Space 1 and Tri-Space 2. That's fantastic. Right. Let's get ready to rumble. Now, this could go right or it could go wrong. Oh, thinking about it, I am thinking about it. I feel like we might just have just about enough to get us to space and then back. And by that, I mean a very, very interesting small orbit. We're only looking for a 75,000 meter orbit, if possible. All right. This is a big day. This is a big day. Look at that. That's our... Oh, I am worried. I am genuinely worried. Right, throttle check. Good. Jebediah, happy. What's... Orbit Kerbin is our only goal that we have. Is there any other goals we could take, actually? Before we do this, let's go to the Space Center. Before we take off, are there any other goals we can take? Mission Control, what can we take? That's a possibility. We're not going to be going that fast, though, are we? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, and I'm not sure which one we have. So, I suppose not. I suppose we can't actually take any of these. Right. Go to Tri-Space 2. Alright, we're getting ready to launch. So, I think we're going to have to do this very, very carefully. We are going to have to do this very carefully. We're looking at traveling along the 90 once we get up. Okay. Lift off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off of Tri-Space 2. That is a slow lift off. There it goes, though. It is lifting. I'll bring the throttles up ready for the liquid fuels. And we are now underway. Let's begin a bit of a roll. Oh, come on. We need that roll. Just maintain. There we go. We're okay. Okay, we are okay. And our speed is pretty good. Our speed is in fact very good. We are wobbling. I am worried about the wobble. But our speed is really good. We're climbing up towards the speed of sound as we exit through the troposphere. That's pretty good. And now we can continue up on our way. Let's do this. Oh, I certainly hope this works. Look at that. There's the space station below us, or space center. Alright, we've got plenty of liquid fuel. Let's have a look at our apoapsis. It's at 19,000. I feel like we could... I don't want to crank up the fuel too much, because we don't need all too much. We are now accelerating. There we go. We are accelerating really, really nicely as we get through the different levels of the atmosphere. Maybe that's... So that's probably a thermosphere. Interesting. 57, 58. We are going to make it. 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76. We are going to make it into orbit. This is going to orbit. We are going to space. Look at that rocket. Just look at how nice it looks. Okay. So now the next task for us, just in this little atmosphere we have, where we're maneuvering very slightly in this little atmosphere that we have, is to get an orbit. So this is going to be the interesting part. Right, we are currently at 64, 65. That's not coming down anymore because we are pretty much out of the atmosphere. Let's bring that down just a little bit more. 69 and 70. There comes the music. We are in space. Now, if I were to burn a little bit, what would happen to this? Yeah, I don't want that to happen. Right. So what we need to do is we need to try and ensure that we... Look at that. I'm impressed with this. Right, let's fire it up now. That's it. That's happening. We could actually do that. Look at that. That's perfect. At this point we can burn pretty much all the way through. There we go, continuing that burn all the way around. That should give us exactly what we want. The periapsis should be coming up, or the perigee and apogee, as you want to, if you want to call it that. (67, 68, 69, 70, 71). That is an orbit. We are orbiting the planet Kerbin. We have done it. We have done it. What's our apogee up? Probably 100 and something, right? 117, yeah, not brilliant. But what is pretty good here is the fact that if we come down, yeah, we could, in theory, bring ourselves down over this here, which looks like a desert of sorts. We can bring ourselves back down. Look at these two debris going to come back down into the ocean exactly as I was hoping. So they're going to be way off land. That's fine. Ooh, what's in there? Ooh, fancy. But there we go. We have our first stable orbit. And hopefully that is objective complete. It's not what I meant to press. Orbit Kerbin. Achievement get. Right. So, let's now do... Let's see what the science comes up on this. Let's see what science we can do. Crew report. What are we going to get? Nothing. But, crew report from orbit? Doesn't that happen anymore? Let's find out. Mystery goo. I'm going to switch off SAS. Not much. Toggle display in vacuum, so nothing. Because we are in a vacuum. Nothing. How about you? What do you want to give me? 25. Okay, that's good. That's nice. 25. Great. We'll keep that, and we will close those doors. And we'll close those doors because that was a disappointment. That was a huge disappointment. Alright, so my next task is going to be how to get ourselves back down. What I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and take a crew report maybe at the apogee. So we're going to see the apoapsis, if you want to call it that. I suppose I should probably call it apoapsis because they do call it apoapsis on here. There's the moon. So it's about 117, right? There we go. Right, let's see. Do you want anything here? Crew reports. Yeah. No. Alright. Alright then. If that's how you want to be. Let's see if we can get a really fancy shot. Forgot how to change cameras. It's C. V? V, there we go. Free cam. That's the camera I want. Turn this around. Hopefully we don't run out of electricity. No, we've got plenty of electric charge. Lights on, lights on, lights on. Lights on, lights on. No, lights not on. Lights on. There we go, lights are now on. Look at that. That's a nice view to have. That is a very nice view to have. Okay, so let's see. We'll do one revolution around. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens over the revolutions. I mean, we are clearly in space, so we shouldn't be... Ooh, hang on. That's brought us down to 70. Oh, no, yeah, 71. Okay, I got worried for a second there. Like, that's gone very close. So that looks like a good landing point in there. Right, okay. Or, are we... This would be very... If we could be very careful about it, we could land it on this little bit here. I don't want to land it there, but we're okay. We seem to be out of the way of mountains. There are some mountains along this path. I don't want to land it there. That's the space center. Yeah, that's the space center right there. Okay. Alright, we've spent a little bit of time in space. Look at that. We've spent some time in space. Should we see if we can get the ultimate picture now? And then we'll see if we can land it and end this video. There it is. That's quite a picture. We made it. We made it to orbit. Now we know that we can get to orbit. Now, it wasn't brilliant. It wasn't a great orbit, that's for sure. But it was certainly an orbit. All right, let's prepare for landing. Right. So at this point, now I don't know why I can't put. I'm not sure why I. What's this? Toggle docking mode, staging mode. No, I'm not sure why I can't actually add waypoints. That's a problem. What's this? Comnet path. Do I click that to... Ah, vessel. Okay, okay. That's a network, and that's none. Okay, let's switch that off. We don't want to do that. Kerbin, Nye Island, like the science guy. Cool. Right, okay, we'll get ourselves established on this. So the only way we can do this now is, because we are out of electric charge, is to move ourselves a little bit. Just a little. Just enough to stabilize ourselves there. That's all I need to do. Okay. Okay, good. Right. We'll get ourselves round to the apoapsis, and then we're going to drop where we need to drop. Periapsis has suddenly gone up very, very quickly. We do have the fuel for this, right? We've got plenty of fuel. Okay. I realize I should probably be the other way around. Although now we're going above 120,000, maybe I can take a little bit more science. So I am going to try that before we do what we need to do. Yeah, I am the other way around. Okay. No, actually, we should be sort of okay. 18, 19. Just get above that and do this science very quickly. There's 20. Okay. No, go back. Be really quick about this. Open that up. Do a crew report. No, nothing there. Let's try and reset that. Reset. Do it again. What do you get? Still nothing. Okay. Close. Right. Okay. What's our periapsis now? 68. 122. We're going to land in the dark. Right. Could we continue going around until we find a nicer place to land? That's another possibility. We could, but I'm not going to do that. I am going to deorbit this and just deal with whatever we deal with. Let's bring that orbit down. Let's try and get a shallow deorbit if possible. Where does that leave us? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I don't mind that. Let's do a little bit more. There we go. That's a deorbit I can deal with. Okay. Okay, now comes the hard part. Now comes the hard part. Bringing this ship down. Lights off. Okay. Now things could go horribly wrong here. I don't know. I'm going to try and slow us down as best as I possibly can. We're going to use the side of the ship first. We'll rotate. Yeah, we'll use the side of the ship first. As we start slowing down, I'll try and... There we go. Right. Let's actually... Should we use the front of the ship first? No. I want to use the side of the ship. I want to do that. That gives us some electric charge. Some. Enough to begin the descent. I really hope this works. We are slowing down, but our surface speed is ridiculously high. There we go. That's not what I was after. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That does not look... That's concerning. That's really concerning. Color me concerned. I'm going to try and slow us down as much as I can. We seem to be okay. We seem to be okay as we enter. We're not slowing down as much as I want to. I'm trying to slow us down. That is scary. Scary to see. We're out. Should probably disengage that. Don't destroy. Don't destroy. Don't destroy. Please don't destroy. Please don't destroy. Please don't destroy. Please don't destroy. We're slowing down. We are slowing down. We are definitely slowing down. It's close to destroying itself. Really is close. Come on, slow down, slow down, slow down. We're not slowing down fast enough. Something's gonna go. Something is going to go. It's getting close on the overheats. Come on. We have something on the other side that could slow us down and could absorb the heat, but this is... Okay. I think we may have made it. We may have made it. Because we are slowing down. There goes the heat. Whew. We have a heat shield on the other side that we couldn't get to. Okay. We are now slowing down. That's a really weird effect. That's a much better effect. Okay, I don't know where we're exactly headed. But I need to slow down even further than this. We're going to hit the ground very fast. Come on. Deploy that. Oh, that was a hefty slowdown. Something got destroyed, but something's not destroyed. I'm not sure what got destroyed in that. What is that? Whew. That was not something that I was looking forward to. Maybe if I let the drag chute slow us down a little bit further for about 5 more seconds, that might have been better. Nevertheless, we're down. May have lost some data. Okay, where are we? Give me a crew report from here. Nothing. Kerbin grasslands. Absolutely nothing. Where did we end up? Just in the middle of nowhere. Huh. Alright, well that didn't go brilliantly. Oh, that's landed. Fantastic. At least that's landed and that's given us something. So let's recover the vessel to end this episode. Bit of a longer episode today. Ooh, that was rough. No science, some data. We got 10 science there. 10 science from that. We recovered a few parts. Let's go to a tracking station. We can recover this. There we go. That's given us 25 science. Oh, look at that. We managed to get the temperature scan and everything. Good. And we recovered 3,000 from that. Okay. Any other bits of debris around? No. No, that's about it. Okay. So how much science have we got? Probably not a lot. We've got enough to unlock that. That's about it. Can't unlock anything else, which is a worry. All right. Well, shoot. I suppose that's where we're at. We did manage to make it into orbit, so that's a good thing, and that's where I'm going to end it. At least we have a good note there. I do wonder what that is. I'd like to go explore that. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button to like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Kerbal Space Program. Leave a comment in the comments box below, letting me know what you think. I think I'm going to go back to basics, go a bit simple again for the next rocket, and we'll see exactly what we can do then. Don't forget to support me on Patreon, www.patreon.com/ecgadget. I would really appreciate your support. Thank you very much for watching once again, and I will see you guys next time in Kerbal Space Program.